evening and welcome to the Colorado Amateur Radio Emergency Service VHF net. This is WB5PJB. My name is Gary. I'm located in Castle Rock and I'm representing Region 1 District 5. I'll be net control for this session of the Colorado ARES net. Do we have any emergency or priority traffic? This is a directed net for coordination of Colorado ARES districts and to provide a forum for announcements of interest to the ARES community. Please use the following techniques when participating in this net. Use a transmit tone of 88.5 Hertz if you're on the Colorado connection system of repeaters. Optionally, you can also decode a receive tone of 123.0 Hertz if your transceiver supports split tone operation. Key your transmitter and wait 2 seconds before speaking so you can be heard on all the system's repeaters. Do not use the technique of keying up and saying this is or good evening and then unkeying before giving your call sign information, as this causes problems with system linking. Please allow the repeater to drop completely between transmissions to prevent timeouts and use plain English, standard ITU phonetics, and no Q signals, please. Backup net frequencies are the Rocky Mountain Radio League's 146.940 repeater with a negative offset and a 103.5 Hertz tone, or the Pikes Peak FM Association's 146.970 repeater, which requires a negative offset and a 100 Hertz tone. I would now call on section management. Please indicate if you have business for the net. Section manager Jack Chiacha, WM0G. Section Emergency Coordinator Robert Wareham, N0ESQ. Any assistant section emergency coordinators and section liaison officers?
Good evening. This is Whiskey Zero, Uniform Alpha Whiskey with traffic.
Net recognizes W0UAW with traffic. Any regional emergency coordinators?
Kilo Foxtrot 0 Julia Bravo, John, Region 1 EC, Deputy EC.
N0ESQ is here with traffic.
Net recognizes KF0JB and N0ESQ with traffic. Any other stations with business for the net? Stations with business for the net, please call now. I will now take check-ins from emergency coordinators, their designated representatives, or ARRL officials that do not have business for the net. Please give your call sign, name, title, and districts. ECs or designated representatives from Region 1, the North Central.
This is Kilo Alpha Charlie Alpha Bravo Sierra Alpha KA0BSA George ECR1D3. Pick.
Kilo Delta 0 Uniform Foxtrot Oscar Mike R1D2 AEC.
No traffic.
All right, we we had some doubles there, and you guys are going to have to bear with me tonight. I'm still hearing the repeater really noisy here in Castle Rock, so it's really hard to hear some of the calls. And my backup repeater on West Creek's not working tonight, so that would have been a good alternative, but that seems to be down. So anyway, I did recognize KA0BSA, and I believe Mike, WB0YKO. So any other stations in Region 1, please try again.
This is Whiskey 7 Zulu Charlie Oscar, W7ZCO R1D4EC, Dick.
Kilo Delta Zero, Lima Delta Romeo, Jeff R1.
All right, now recognizes W7ZCO, and there's a Kilo Bravo Zero. Could you please come back again?
Kilo Delta Zero, Uniform Foxtrot Oscar, Mike R1 D2 AEC.
Kilo Delta Zero, Lima Delta Romeo, Jeff R1 D1 EC.
This is the Colorado Connection.
All right, I may have to have somebody else do net control tonight because I'm really having a hard time hearing people. The audio level's so low, the noise is much louder. So I think I heard a Kilo Delta Zero Uniform Foxtrot, that Uniform Foxtrot Oscar.
That is correct. Mike R1 D2 AEC.
Okay, thanks, Mike. Gotcha. KD0 UFO. And then there was, I think, a Kilo Delta Zero Delta station.
Kilo Delta Zero, Lima Delta Romeo, Jeff R1 D1 EC.
All right, gotcha, Jeff. Kilo Delta Zero Lima Delta Romeo. Thanks, gotcha. Whew, boy, that's a tough copy there in the noise. All right, thanks, Jeff. Appreciate that. All right, how about ECs or designated representatives from Region 2, the South Central?
This is John, EC for Region 2, District 2, Kilo Delta Zero, Sierra Foxtrot Yankee.
All right, John, your audio's good and loud. Got KD0SFY. Thank you very much. All right, any ECs or designated representatives from Regions 3, 4, and 5, the Northeast, Southeast, and South?
Kilo Echo Zero, Bravo Yankee Quebec, Chris, R5D2, AEC.
Whiskey Bravo Zero, Yankee Kilo Oscar, Mike R5D2 EC.
All right, now recognizes KE0BYQ, WB0YKO. How about ECs or designated representatives from Regions 6, 7, 8, and 9, the San Luis Valley, Southwest, West, and Northwest?
Zero KM, Dave, R6C1.
November 0, Oscar Alpha Yankee, Cliff, Region 9, District 6, EC.
recognizes N0KM and N0OAY, and there was a double with Cliff N0OAY, so the other station, please try again. Alright, that was pretty broken into the repeater, so let's try it one more time. The other station try to check in, please try it one more time.
W0OJ Mobile, Phil, region 67.
Alright, got W0OJ. Thanks, appreciate that. Any additional ARRL officials, please call now.
Alpha Charlie 0, Kilo Quebec, Section Traffic Manager.
Kilo 0 Lima Alpha India, K0 LEI, R1 D6 AEC.
That recognizes AC0KQ and K0LAI. Alright, we'll go with business right now. Let's go to Robert, N0ESQ.
Gary, how's my signal through 525 linked?
Yeah, you sound good, Robert.
Okay, let's see, a couple of things. Tomorrow morning, the section leadership is meeting with our new counterparts at the Office of Emergency Management. There was a reorganization within the state OEM effective on the 19th of the month, and this is our first opportunity to meet with the field services acting manager, Corey Stark, as well as with Sean Settle, who is going to be our liaison to the department. So Emmett, John, Wayne, Lisa, we're all going to go in tomorrow morning at 7 o'clock and sort of do a meet and greet and discuss what our goals are and our concerns, and we'll see where it comes from there. So look for a report next week on that. Reset. Then John and Emmett and I hopped in the car. We left Golden at 4:30 in the morning Friday morning. Yes, it's been a long time since I've seen 3:15 as an alarm clock time. And we drove up to Rangeley, and we got in there about 9 a.m. And we went out to a couple of the county's communication sites, one a brand new site north of Rangeley. And then John, we sent him as the sacrificial lamb. Emmett and I went and had a good Mexican lunch downtown. But John tried to get up to Cathedral Bluffs, but they got hit by a drift of snow up there, and they weren't successful in getting there. But they have, certainly the site we went to is a beautiful site, and Cathedral has lots of stuff up there. Anyway, the plan is that Rocky Mountain Ham is going to put a temporary repeater at one of the sites and a permanent repeater on the DMR network at Cathedral Bluffs. We're working on a MOU with Rio Blanco County so we can leave it up there. It's their site, and that will connect a previously unconnected portion of northwest Colorado into the DMR network. Reset. 631 miles later, we got back home about 5:45 p.m. Needless to say, I slept well that night. July 20 and 21 is Raleigh, Colorado, and we're going to try and have the repeaters up by then. Emmett, John, and I are going to go up a couple of days before that. Anyone that wants to come along and help install repeaters would be welcome to come. this is an official auxiliary emergency communications exercise through the state, but you do not have to be Oxcom trained to volunteer. So if you are interested in having a fun couple of days away from the office or home or whatever, look at July 20 and 21st. That's a Friday, Saturday. Generally, we need you up there Thursday night. Like I said, I think John and Emmett and I are going to go up on Tuesday, take the RVs up, and then get the repeaters up on the air. But want to kind of promote that. Everybody who went last year begged for us to do it again. Reset. So if it sounds like something you'd like to do, I'm sure there's carpools from different areas of the state. Believe it or not, last year we had people from 8 different counties come up and help. We're looking for about 30 volunteers, and if you get any satisfaction out of working for a sheriff's office that truly appreciates you, Anthony Minnesota up there and his crew could not be better hosts and show us greater hospitality. So it's a fun time, and I would encourage you to volunteer if you can afford it in your schedule. Reset. I'm trying to think if there's anything else of importance. I think there'll be more next week after we have our meeting tomorrow morning. Are there any questions or comments before I turn it back to net control?
Be okay?
Go ahead.
Yes. What's going to be the procedure for volunteering for that Rally Colorado? I did it last year, and I'm wanting to do it again this year. And I'd like to know what the procedure is. N0, be okay.
That's a good way. I didn't tell you how to volunteer, did I? Let's do it this way. It's an official Oxcom event. So send an email to Emmett, E-M-I-T, .hurdlebrink, H-U-R-D-E-L-B-R-I-N-K. Say again, Emmett, E-M-I-T, .hurdlebrink, H-U-R-D-E-L-B-R-I-N-K, at state.co.us. That's our auxiliary communications email. Just send Emmett an email. He'll put your name on the list, and we'll go from there. And I also didn't tell you, we're working with the event coordinator. We'll get the lodging taken care of. We'll get meals taken care of. Transportation to and from are at your expense. So any other questions or comments?
K0BAN.
Hearing nothing, Gary, I'll send it back to you. N0ESQ.
Yeah, Robert, I think K0BAN Philip had a question.
Okay, I must have doubled with him. Philip, K0BAN, what do you want?
Well, this is what I got to tell you. I signed up for that through Emmett. I just found out this week I'm going to have radiation treatments, and they're going to be pretty aggressive. And so I just found out last week, so I got cancer. One is level 1, the other one's level 2.
Philip, don't tell me that, man. That's bad news. Well, our prayers are with you, man, and you do what you have to do to take care of yourself. That's the important thing. So take care of yourself. I'm sorry you can't join us. N0ESQ.
All right, thank you, Robert. And Ron, N0BOK, I've got you down on the log here as being on the net, so you don't have to check in here a little bit later. All right, we now go to W0UAW. Emmett, your business, please.
Fortunately, Robert chimed in and gave you all the information that I was going to relay. So, unless there are any other questions for Robert, that's all I have. W0UAW.
All right, thanks, Emmett. This is WB5PJB Net Control for the Colorado ARES Net. We now go to Philip, K0BAN, for the Colorado ARES HF Net Report.
WB5PJB and this K0BAN. Good evening to the net. I hope everybody had a great Easter. All I got tonight is the ARES single sideband net this morning was KB0FB, was net control. It started at 0800 and ended at 8:13. They had 22 check-ins. Now I'll go right on to the weather net because that's all I have. We have 21 check-ins on 2 meters. And 75 meters, we had 30 check-ins. The high in the state was in Grand Junction number 2 at 75. And the low is a toss-up between Peyton had 17 and Monument had 18. So on this month is the last month for Leadville, but they're still at 18 inches. That's all I have. It's K0BAM, back to net. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Philip. And there was the digital net this morning, which I was on that net. K0TER, Mike was NCS. He's out of R2D2. And we had N0KM and N6VTS on the net as well. And we used PACTOR and AirMail to basically send an ICS 205 form around to each person. Each person just added a line to the ICS 205, so it's kind of a round-robin exercise. All right, thanks, Philip, and good luck on those radiation treatments. I hope those go well and are successful and aren't too uncomfortable for you there, because I know that can be pretty challenging. But anyway, hope it goes really well, Philip, so thank you very much for your report tonight. We now go to Roy, W0SJQ, for the Colorado Road Report.
WB5PJB in the net, good evening. It's short and sweet. CDOT's website is terribly out of date. The last update was 6:03 this morning, so they have got some problems, but everything I've heard so far, no adverse road conditions of any sequence. So have a safe evening and hope everybody had a nice Easter holiday. W0SJQ.
All right, thank you, Roy. Well, now we're at the point where we're going to take check-ins from all stations listening. We're going to try something a little bit different this evening to see if it kind of helps reduce some of the doubles that we have during the check-ins. So we are going to take check-ins by region, just like we did for the ECs and designated representatives. We're going to do the same thing for the regular check-ins here this evening. So we're not going to do it by call sign suffixes like we normally do. It's going to be by region, and we're going to start out, of course, with Region 1. So any stations in Region 1 who would like to check in this evening, please call now.
Whiskey 9, Bravo, November, Oscar, Region 1, District 5, Rich in Centennial.
Kilo, India 0, Echo Papa, KI0EP, Allen, R1D2.
Kilo Echo 0, Kilo Foxtrot Bravo, Hal, R1D5.
Kilo Alpha 0, Victor Bravo Alpha, Curtis, R1D6.
All right, net recognizes W9BNO, KI0EP, KE0KFB, and KA0VBA. Once again, we're taking check-ins this evening by region, and once again, anybody else in Region 1 who would like to check in this evening, please call now. All right, anybody in Region 2 who'd like to check in, please call.
Kilo Echo 0, Kilo Yankee Bravo, Walt, R2D2.
Okay, Walt, I guess you can represent all of Region 2 tonight. Got KE0KYB. All right, any stations in Regions 3, 4, or 5, stations in Regions 3, 4, or 5 who'd like to check in, please call now.
Good evening and happy Easter to the net. This is Whiskey 0, Delta Delta Zulu, Dave in Greeley, Region 3, District 2.
This is Whiskey 0, Oscar Juliet Whiskey, Dan, R5D2.
Kilo 5, Bravo, Bravo, Charlie, K5, BBC, Phil, R3D2.
Net recognizes W0DDZ, W0OJW, and K5BBC. All right, let's do anybody in Region 6, 7, 8, or 9. Anybody in 6, 7, 8, or 9 who would like to check in this evening, please call now. All right, nothing heard from those regions, so anybody anywhere who'd like to check in this evening, please check in now.
Whiskey November 6, Oscar Tango Lima, John Mobile in Firestone.
All right, John, got WN6OTL. This is WB5PJB net control for the Colorado ARES net. Are there any stations with additional business or comments for the net? Stations with appropriate band privileges are encouraged to participate in the following Colorado ARES nets. The HF single sideband net meets on 3.810 megahertz lower sideband at 0800 every Sunday morning. The HF digital net meets on 3.590 megahertz mark RTTY at 0730 on the first, third, and fifth Sundays. The HF sound card net meets on 3.590 megahertz at 0830 on the second and fourth Sundays. And the HF CW net meets on 3.570 megahertz at 0730 on the second and fourth Sundays. And the 2-meter single sideband net meets at 1900 hours every Monday on 144.220 megahertz upper sideband. Do we have any late check-ins this evening? Well, thank you for participating in the Colorado ARES VHF net on this Easter Sunday. I'm showing 29 check-ins. This net is now closed at 2030. With our thanks to the Colorado Connection for the use of their repeater system. Hope everybody has a good week coming up. 73s, this is WB5PJB. The net is closed.
This presentation was brought to you by the Northern Colorado Amateur Radio Club. For more information, visit our website, ncarc.net. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.